Welcome to this episode of Your Property Business, the video podcasts that help you get the most out of your own property business.
I mean, there's so many angles we can sort of talk about now, but I'm just going to sort of have a quick think about the basic principle in business of asking for help and delegating, etc., etc. Talk to me about as a business owner, and this property podcast is very much about treating your property investments as a business. But as a business owner, why is it so important to recruit? And what do you forego if you don't do that?
Yeah. Okay. So when you're a business owner, when you're an entrepreneur, you very much have to have a mindset which revolves around value and investment rather than costs. Now, too many people, they go into business and they're looking at the cost of everything, and they try and do things, make their decisions based on how much is this going to cost me. Now, what a good business owner does, or a good entrepreneur does, is not look at the cost, but look at the value for money. So, when you're running a business, you have to look at, if I was to spend my money on this particular thing, what is that going to return to me? And Brad Sugars, he's the founder of Action Coach. He has this great saying: not employing somebody in your business is costing you a fortune. Okay, because if you are a landlord who's running your business as like a let's call them a hot dog street retailer, because I don't think you can say hot dog man anymore, or ice cream man, where you are the business. You're going out, you're buying the stock, you're getting prepared in the morning to go out and do business. You're doing the marketing by shouting out, come and buy a hot dog from me. And then you're cooking the hot dog, and then you're serving it. And then at the end of the day, you're getting all the money and you're taking it to the bank and you're banking it. The whole business surrounds you. Well, so many landlords, they do that. And of course, they then don't have time to scale and grow because they're doing it themselves. So when you switch the mindset to spending money on the right things, the things that are going to give me a return, and one of those is finding people, building a team that can do the urgent stuff. You tend to have with tasks, you have urgent stuff that must be done and must be done now. But these are really low value. They don't bring a lot of value to the business. To the other sort of tasks, which are high value, but they're not particularly urgent. So these things are strategic tasks. These are focusing on how you're going to grow the business. Perhaps your marketing, who you're going to market to. It's that stuff that doesn't matter if it doesn't get done today. It's not urgent, but it's going to bring your high value. So you can take on other people that can do those urgent, low value things, and you just focus on doing the high value stuff. And then that you grow and you scale your business, and then the money will start to roll in.
Yeah, I think that's fantastic advice. I find it's all too easy sometimes to fall into the manual busy work because it feels good to be busy. It doesn't feel good to be sort of sat down thinking, because there's 100 things that you could do. And the truth is you can do them all, which is kind of the trap, isn't it? So I'll just go and do this, I'll just go and do that. And I guess you're right. It's doing those things is costing you more. It might be a sort of a warm feeling to kind of get a few things ticked off the list, but they're probably the wrong things in the first place. No, I think that's really, really good advice. And I think it's a continual battle, isn't it, for entrepreneurs to force themselves to do less and to delegate. I think it's
having that leap of faith. I mean, serviced accommodation. A lot of people, when they start off with serviced accommodation, they're going around there and they're changing the sheets and doing the cleaning and maybe fixing a washing machine that's leaking or something like that. And they're doing all this stuff. Whereas you can pay somebody £15 an hour to do the cleaning. So if you focus on running the business and growing the business, your time is worth a whole lot more than £15 an hour. So you shouldn't be doing anything that you can pay somebody less than your hourly rate to actually do it for you.
I think that's a really good mechanism, isn't it? It makes it's a bit binary. If I earn X amount of pounds in a day, week, or month, or year, you then know what your hourly rate is. And I guess the rule is, if you can pay someone for less than your hourly rate, do that.
Yeah.
And if you can't, then maybe you need to retain that for a little bit longer until your hourly rate goes up, and then outsource it. So it's continual outsourcing, I guess, of tasks.
That's right. And you know, for most entrepreneurs, the reason why you want to set up your own business is, first of all, to be in control of your own destiny, and perhaps so that you're making yourself wealthy, going to your own security rather than making somebody else wealthy. So, you know, if you're an entrepreneur, you want to be at least earning, or aspire to be earning, somewhere in excess of £50 an hour. Yeah, probably, you know, if you're successful, probably quite a bit more than that. So really, even at the starting point, you should be thinking, okay, so if there's anything that needs doing that I can pay somebody less than £50 an hour to do, then that's what I'm going to do.
No, cracking. That makes a really good a good tool and decision process, I guess.